Hi, happy Monday. This is Laura from Laura Parker Blog, and I just wanted to tell you guys a story this Monday that I was reminded of this weekend when I hung out some with my real life childhood friend Logan Wolfram at lifefordessert.com. And anyway, we were talking and just talking about how to be fully present with people and how to be focused and intentional with the people that you're around, and talking some about blogging, but some just about life and kids. And anyway, I was reminded of this story of an experience I had with Karen Eubanks. And Karen Eubanks is the wife of a couple that started Free Burma Rangers, and they are an awesome organization. They go into Burma, and they help train nationals with military training and with safety training and with first aid, and they train nationals to take care of their own people while the Burmese army is abusing and doing a lot of awful things there in Burma, particularly to the Karen people group. So anyway, totally check them out. But anyway, this lady is she's kind of a bit of a hero, right, in like the missionary humanitarian community. I mean, they go and she homeschools her kids like in Burma, in villages for 6 months out of the year. Her three kids with like bullets flying. I mean, really intense, really neat lady, really neat family. Well, we met with them when we first moved overseas, and we met with them and just talked a lot about a lot of different things. But I remember this one specific conversation we had in her kitchen, and I asked her, I said, Karen, as a new person on the field, what would be one piece of advice that you would give to me? And she said, well, Laura, she said, when I first came, I was so overwhelmed by all the needs that were around me. I was so overwhelmed at the needs of my kids and the needs of my husband and the needs of the people and the ministry. And I was just kind of running around, and I was scattered, and I just felt stressed out and overwhelmed all the time. And she said, then I was talking to the Lord about it, and I asked God, I said, what do you want me to do? What's most important? What are my like priorities here? And she said that God said to her, you know, in her heart, Karen, I want you to do one thing. And when you get that one thing perfected and finished, then I'll give you the next thing. But right now, I just want you to do one thing. And that one thing is that I want you to love well the person right in front of you. And she looked at me and she said, and Laura, I haven't gotten a number two yet. Because for the last, I don't know, 10 or 15 years, I've just been still working on that one thing that God told me to do. Love well the person right in front of me. And she said, for me, that looks like just totally focusing on the person right in front of me, whether that's my child, whether that's my husband, whether that's a Burmese lady that I don't know how to communicate in her language with, whether that's a military guy, whether that's a vendor at the market. I just focus and I love well the person right in front of me. And then when God puts another person in front of me, then I fully focus and I fully love that person well, or I try to. And I just thought that was such great, humble, honest, real, practical advice for anyone on the mission fields overseas or not. Just that intention of focusing on the person right in front of you, and not halfway being with the person in front of you because you're thinking about the person next to you in the next room, or you're wanting to get to a conversation with her, or you're thinking about what you need, where you need to be in 2 weeks or 4 months, but just totally focusing and being intentional right here to love well. So anyway, you should totally check out Free Burma Rangers, FBR, online. You can also check out some videos that their kids have actually done, which are really neat.